If I were a flower, what color would I be? Why are flowers different colors anyway? I found myself thinking about this the other day as I went on a walk. And I was passing by a lot of really pretty flowers. In the city, you don't really see a lot of landscaping necessarily, but people do what they can where they can. And I was just starting to notice all the different flowers and all the different colors and wondering, what purpose does color serve a flower when they don't even have eyes that I know of? So I looked into pigments, as one does, and without getting into the super sciencey fun bits, the summary of it all is that the pigments serve to either attract pollinators, or the pigments are a result of the flower reacting to its environment. I was also recently thinking about the different facades taken on as a means of survival. As in the outward appearances and behaviors that I've learned just to either fit in or make it through the day, or because it's what I thought I should be like. And this is outside of like high school or fitting in at college. This was the different facades I'd learned through high school and college that I'd taken on and carried with me for years afterwards. In my last video, I kind of touched on hustle culture and how I am slowly being extricated out of the learned behaviors and mindsets that I've had, especially that of a busybody. I loved being a busybody. I admired busybodies, always doing, never being bored for too long. But lately I've been learning to live slower, embracing the white space and the white noise. I'm not living a monastic lifestyle, but I do feel like God has been exposing aspects of that to me, and it's kind of been like stepping into cold waters. As you take tepid steps deeper in, waiting, then walking further and slow strides, the temperature becomes doable. You can hang out in it a little longer. The cold contact on your skin might even start to become exhilarating. So living slower, climbing out of survival mode, it hasn't been easy, but it's become a temperature I can hang out in. My life, especially my mornings are quiet. On good days, I'm waking up as the sun peeps through my blackout curtains. I'm not popping out of bed by any means. I'm not that person. But I'm not rushing into the start of my day, bombarded with what I should be doing, what I didn't finish. Lots of thoughts, racing thoughts. I'm checking in with myself more. I'm embracing new routines and trying my best to honor them. Trying my best to get up, drink water, drink protein, and get outside. Trying my best not to scroll the first thing in the morning, not to check the news, not even listening to music. No more coffee on an empty stomach. No more lack of a proper meal at the start of my day or just throughout the day. And on a good day, it includes time in the Word. On less good days, just any kind of prayer that I can muster. I am no longer beholden to overly long task lists, but I do still love making lists. I am learning to be okay with not finishing my plate. And what do I mean by that? I'm so used to overloading my to-do list, having a lot on my plate. And then inwardly, as the day winds down, shaming myself about not doing everything, as though my list was ever reasonable. But now I can appreciate leftovers. And it's okay. And there might not be a tomorrow, but if there is, I'll do the thing tomorrow. In a way, I'm learning to be more deliberate about doing less when and however I can, so that I have the mental, physical, and emotional means to do more, be more than what I give myself room to be. Don't get me wrong, there's still a desire in me to prove to some invisible audience that I'm not a lazy slacker. That grows smaller and smaller over time. And there are moments I question my own fortitude. Am I really cut out for this? Whatever this is. But that grows more moot week over week. Going back to flowers. Although flowers don't have eyes, they become the right color or pattern to draw in the right kinds of creatures, whether that's for pollination or for food. If even flowers can set out to be multiplied and nourished, despite not even choosing where they are planted or rooted, then how much more can a person, especially one that is climbing out of survival mode? As usual, this isn't about plants.